Stacey Ann, thank you very much. All right, it's Web Wednesday, and the World Wide Web, as we all know, is a wonderful source of information for your children, but there are many websites out there that are, how can we put it delicately, inappropriate for children. We are down in the Fox 5 newsroom right now with Jeremy Kaplan from PC Magazine to learn a little bit more about safe surfing. Everybody here in the newsroom surfing responsibly. We know that, working hard, writing scripts, but let's talk first of all about how involved parents need to be and what their children are doing. The first thing is getting a dialogue going, right?
And perhaps you don't want to, perhaps it's going to be an awkward dialogue, but I think it's something that's important. As the internet gets more popular, as people get broadband connections and there's more and more content online, you really have to sit your kid down and say, you know, here's what's appropriate, here's what's inappropriate.
All right, you're not always going to be able to watch over their shoulder. Really quickly, you can go down a wormhole on the web. So are there ways to kind of check after the fact what your kid's been doing online?
Absolutely. If you've had that conversation already and maybe you think you need to take it up to the next level, we're going to show you two different things that you can do to make sure that your kids have been surfing appropriately. First thing you can do, check the history file, a log of where everyone's been on the web.
Okay, where do I start?
Control H.
Control H instantly pulls up a menu on the left-hand side here.
And this shows you all the sites you've been to today, over the past couple of weeks, where you've been. And if you want, you go through real quick, you take a peek at who's been where.
All the way up to 3 weeks ago. So you can go through this, make sure that you check. You can go a little bit deeper, dig a little bit deeper into each one of these websites and just make sure that you have an understanding of what your child's doing.
And if you see a whole list of entries for one thing, say Playboy.com, somebody's been somewhere they shouldn't be.
Excellent. Okay, so Control H from web browser, that gets you to the history. We keep hearing these things about cookies, and some of them are necessary for your computer to run well and for you to visit different websites, but some of them are bad.
Exactly. Cookies get a bad rap. They're very useful for sites to manage what you're up to. If your kid, if you go in and you see that the history file is empty, somebody's gone and intentionally cleared it out, that's a warning sign. So here's what you can do. Go to the Tools menu up here, pull it down to Internet Options.
Gotcha.
This is storage files for stuff from the internet, so hit Settings over here.
Okay.
And then click this button that says View Files. This shows you all of the cookies that are on your computer.
Wow, look at all of them.
There's a ton of stuff in here. It's all the stuff Internet Explorer has been pulling down. If you sort down, you'll see they're all...
like pages and pages. Oh, sorry, I moved this one over, but you can get a good idea here.
Cookie. And this is stuff that won't get deleted.
Those are all WNYW, so we know that whoever's been searching on this is looking at our website and some cookies from there.
Exactly. And a lot of this stuff also, this isn't the most indicative thing. You can get these cookies just by getting an ad on a web page. So it's not necessarily telling you something. It's an indication of what might have happened.
If you go back to this menu right here and you delete cookies, is that really going to mess you up?
That if you delete the cookies, that will clean out all of the cookies that are on your computer, which will get rid of any bad cookies, but could potentially make it harder for you to log on to your Citibank account or any information you've stored for a particular website, any custom settings for a website.
I see. So the bottom line is, get into a dialogue with your kids, check the history and see after the fact where they've been surfing, and hopefully they've been honest with you and haven't done anything, you know, gone down to any weird web hole. And also, if that is cleared out, if the history is cleared out, that's a red flag too. You know that your kid has learned the trick to clear the history so you won't look, but hopefully you can find more info in cookies.
And then you want to go and get some software like NetNanny, MSN, AOL. These companies create software that will really help you lock down the internet if you think if you reach the point where that's a problem.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeremy Kaplan from PC Magazine. Happy surfing.
You too.
All right, and good luck surfing with you and your children as well. We'll take a break and go to Joe.